Well, what a feeling it was for Ihsanullah. Once again, his 10th wicket of the HBL PSL in only 3 games. Oh, and that archery celebration, it certainly is something to behold. And once again, it seems the Multan Sultans have found the next thing in fast bowling. He's been absolutely brilliant. And if you've just joined us, well, you've missed an absolutely cracking match between the Multan Sultans. They took on Peshawar Zalmi and they were victorious in their second of 3rd match of the season. As we take a little look at the match summary, well, it really was a high-scoring affair. 210 the Multan Sultans put on, and in reply, Peshawar Zalmi, well, it looked like they were going to get close at one point, but consistent wickets certainly did the damage for them today. Amazing performances from Riley Russo, once again 75 off just 36, and then he was supported by Rizwan and Miller. Certainly was a fantastic performance from the batting lineup and the bowling lineup as well. The Multan Sultans, they went through 7 bowlers today, and we're joined by one of them, Carlos Brathwaite, alongside me, of course, with Simon Dool as well. And Brathwaite, straight into your work for you today. They flung you the ball, and you're really economical in your 1 for 22 off your 3.
Yeah, it was a difficult one for a bowler, I won't lie. We spoke at the half about trying to get early wickets, but at the stage where I came into bowl was more about controlling the run rate. Harris and the lefty Ayub, Saim, quality player. They just found it difficult. We spoke about bowling our best ball, and even then they were carting it to all parts. So it was important to, I guess, kind of break the rhythm. Thankfully, he could done that, but Ihsanullah was exceptional, and Osama Mir in the middle getting key wickets as well.
And you're straight into the wickets as well, as we take a little look at when you bowled Wahab Riaz there. Is there any better feeling as a fast bowler?
I just like to get wickets. I don't care how they come. Caught long on is enough for me. But when you deceive the batter, top of off, as they say, and then a little celebration to Dahani.
That was one of your variations, Carlos. We've seen a few. You've got the knuckleball. You've got that fairly much undercurrent. It just sort of floats out nicely, swings away a little bit from the lefties.
There was one that swung, and it was like,
I know.
whoa.
I was on commentary. I was like, wow, that's
I was as surprised as a batter, but the late great Shane Warne said natural variation. If I don't know, they don't know. But yeah, it's something that I work hard on, the knuckle. I think when people face me, they know I'm going to come hard length as my stock. So how can I steal a ball here and there with a couple change-up, couple slower balls. And today that ball actually worked. It took the pace off, it stopped their swing, and then it was more about dropping my ego, forgetting, almost getting wickets, and understanding that at that point in time, once I stop them from scoring, hopefully it leads us to get a wicket.
Bowling a lot more, obviously, now. You've come through that shoulder injury that sort of plagued you for quite some time. Does that just give you the confidence? Obviously, you bowl well in Dubai, come in here. Does it give you the confidence to just do what you're doing now?
Yeah, so come back off the shoulder surgery in the summer, bowled well in the blast, but finished well more so than having a complete tournament. And then ever since then, I think the hunger of being out of the game. I've enjoyed being next to you, Dooley, but I still think I got a few more years out on the park. So from watching cricket and, you know, still believing from saying it and seeing it that I can contribute, it kind of create a little bit of a fire, a little bit of a hunger. So training a little harder, started some yoga, trying to keep the body in better shape. And then I guess as you grow and mature, you kind of see the game a little differently as well. So I think the culmination out on the park is from a few different things other than just obviously happy to be back on it.
I wonder if we can show that ball again. I want to ask you, for those that haven't sort of seen a lot of you bowl, where did you learn to bowl, and what's with the little pinky? I want to sort of talk about it, because it's very weird for a lot of people who coach bowling to see that pinky stick. How did that come about? And what, I mean, we're trying to get it from behind and have a little look. I don't know whether we can see it close enough on that. But why does the pinky stick out? And how did you learn? And how did you sort of come about this action?
I have no idea where it comes from, to be honest. I didn't even realize that I used to do it. And Roddy Eswick, who was my PE coach at secondary school and bowling coach at West Indies, one day he was just like, Carlos, like, hold the ball properly. And I was like, huh?
What?
What? So I hold it all the time. And he actually tried to force me to keep the pinky on.
Yeah. They try and tape it down for you, or what?
And it felt so weird. One lie. I don't know, for some reason, I don't know if it relaxes my wrist. It's just one of those things that you do, and it just feels natural.
It doesn't happen with the slower ball.
So by the time I get to the top, with the slower ball, I think it's back on. But when I run in like that, for some reason, it just the wrist just feels. I have no idea why I do it. For all the youngsters at home, do not try it at home.
I was going to say, it's very English of you, isn't it? Little pinky with your tea, with your top-old tea.
I moved to England a little while back, and it's helped my coffee, my Americano drinking skills. But yeah, and to be fair, I spoke to Jake Ball all the time, and he actually thought that I used to do it as like a change-up, because I was speaking to him about his change-ups. Very skillful ball, and he was saying that with the knuckle, he actually runs in, or at that time at least, he used to run in with every ball with one finger on the seam, one knuckle bent. So if you watch him and you watch the hand long, you think every ball is a knuckle ball.
Right.
Some will be pace on, some will be knuckle. So that's almost like creating a variation out of nothing, keeping the batsman guessing. And I was like, a bit too clever for me, Jay. I just feel comfortable doing it this way.
It's a good distractionary technique, if nothing else, isn't it? A little pinky coming at you at 130, 140 clicks an hour.
Thanks for the 140 as well.
It's not Isanula. We've got Carlos Brathwaite here, not Isanula.
Exactly.
At one point it was 140, right? Back me up here.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah, when Adam was a lad.
Oh, it was a great win for the boys as well today. Obviously, you know, it was a big total that you got to defend, but it did look like they were going to get close at one point today. So credit to the fielding as well from the boys. You truly sort of stepped up to notch about that 10th over onwards.
Yeah, we did, and it was, to be honest, it was clear plans. As I said before, the original plan was bowl your best ball, no width. I think from their bowling innings, we realized that they gave us a few hit-me balls. They probably didn't execute as well as they wanted. They were a bit wide. Excuse me. And then we thought they went death too early. So it took the wicket out of the game. And when I bowled the slower balls, we realized actually, whether the wicket or the batters, bowling pace off actually stops the swing, breaks their rhythm. So how can we implement that into our plans? And then it became almost as though we were bowling more slower balls than pace on balls. And once we broke the rhythm, even Polly coming in and rolling his wrist over a few, breaking the rhythm then, which contributed, I think, to the wicket called Cadmore, everything just started to steamroll in that way.
It's all about momentum, isn't it? One tiny little moment can completely change the tide of the game. But hearing that cough, I think I'm going to let you get out of here. It's a little bit cold. The weather is dropping. Thank you so much for your time, Carlos. It was great to have you back in the HBL PSL. But one name that you did mention just then, Saeem Ayub, he was just fantastic, and he did threaten at one point to take the game away. He was our master blaster of the match.